Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode here on ESGNet of Madden 18 Career Mode with Pete Shilo. This is episode number 6, and we are in the bye week for Pete Shilo and the Seattle Seahawks, who are not having a too good of a start now. Now, the first game, of course, week 1 was awesome. Pete had a great debut there with the ball club, and he had what 200 and some odd yards and a couple of touchdowns in that game. As you take a look at the upgrades that we made, but his first game, 252 yards, 3 touchdowns, 5 broken tackles in that debut with against the Green Bay Packers. And then of course the second game there, defense was kind of wise up on him. Had his home opener, unfortunately lost that one there against the 49ers. But he had 86 yards, 1 touchdown, and 4 broken tackles in that game. And then in his third game of the week, as now you're taking a look at the current headlines right now, and a lot of them talking about him and his ball club here, and a couple other teams. But his game against the Titans there was just a great game there, as they won that game, and they won that one there 45-24. He had 340 yards, 5 touchdowns, 1 reception, which was 33 yards, and a touchdown, which was towards the end of the first half of that game. And you take a look there, week 1, of course, he was the player of the week there, of course, as a rookie there. He really showed off what he could do. Not so much the second week, and then take a look here at the third week that we just mentioned there against the Titans. Came back and won offensive NFC Player of the Week. And then week 4 we played against the Colts, and the Colts did a good job there of capping them once again. They had the ability to do so, and they ended up losing that one there at home in that one. So far they've lost 2 games at home and have won 3 games now. Won 2 games on the road, and actually lost 2 games at home, have not won at home at all, and have won 2 games on the road, and also lost a game on the road. So yeah, it's been kind of a topsy-turvy season so far. There you see 1,049 yards for him for the season, 13 touchdowns. His goal was to make 10 for the season, and of course have somewhere around 900 yards by the end of the season. And of course now he's went on beyond that here, and he is now showing off what he can do here. And I think I kind of start off with that, just the 900 yards or so, and then just the 10 touchdowns, because that to me seemed reasonable. I really didn't think he was going to be an impact, especially in that first game alone, doing what he was doing, be able to do there. So yeah, I mean, we'll just have to see there. As you see, not too many good numbers there receiving there, and that's something that we're going to have to change up here going into the second half here, which has been a big problem. I don't know if there's a bug in the game or what the deal is, or if my sliders are off or something. But a lot of the sliders I've been using from other well-known YouTubers that, to me have some credibility. They have some pretty good series that are realistic and whatnot. But yeah, just the quarterback. I don't know why Wilson is always taking off all the time when he doesn't need to. There was 2 games there. I think it was the I know the 49er game and the Colts game, the 2 games that we did lose there, we should have won. And for whatever reason, towards the last minute there, they decided to he decided to run the ball instead of pass the ball, when there was quite a few chances there where he could have thrown the ball to a guy and they would have caught it. I know Lockett was open in that game against the 49ers. No, Colts game. I think it was a Colts game. He could have threw it in there, and we would have had a touchdown. We could have won the game. So yeah, there was just I don't know if there's a bug in the system, or whatever the case may be. But that's been bugging me here as of late. And hopefully I can find something, or somebody can tell me down below what I need to do to kind of fix that. But yeah, I mean, so far here, you know, like I said, it's been an up and down so far. Right now, we are in trouble right now. We're 2-3. I think the Cardinals right now have first place with their record so far. I think they're 4-1. They're either 4-1 or 3-2 right now, and they have pretty much the control right now of the division. We'll see the division leaders here in just a bit as we take a look at some of the season stats here so far, and some pretty impressive numbers so far here. Of course, Pete being one of them there, has the most touchdowns and of course most rushing yards there, so he's pretty much a shoe-in right now for Rookie of the Year. As for MVP, I don't know. Right now, if he can pull his team out of this little hole that we're in, we're just one game below 500. But if we can pull out of this, I think, you know, and he has some pretty successful games here, he could be easily player of the game, or not just Rookie of the Year, but also MVP of the league here this year. So we'll see how that goes here. We still got a couple more weeks left. I think it's week 8, or after week 8 they show the player awards and who's in the running for those. So we'll wait to see how that's going to go there. And I know if he is in that list there, he's going to have to fight amongst a lot of players. You know, guys like your Ben Roethlisberger's, your Aaron Rodgers, your Zeke Elliott's, your Tom Brady, and all those type of guys. So if we're able to do that, he's gonna have to play very well, and not to mention his team's gonna have to be there on that same level also. So, but you know, we're kind of getting our head ourselves here. But yeah, we'll have to see how things go here. Things can really turn around for us if we can let him turn around for us for the good coming up here in the next couple of weeks. Now, talking to Pete here, he's been pretty much had a level head for himself here, even though he's had some pretty good game, you know, some really spectacular games. You know, I had a chance to talk to him, and you know, he just pretty much said he is, you know, blessed that he's been able to play this well this season so far, and he's only hoping that he can do other things to help out his ball club here. He's been actually working on the jug machine here as of late. He was there really late here this past week during the bye week, working on his catching abilities there and trying to make himself a better, you know, more well-rounded back, not just run the ball but also be able to catch the ball and go up the field with it. So he's trying to work on a lot of different things there to help his ball club out. And you know, he loves it here in Seattle. He says that, you know, he's already in the process of getting a house in Seattle. So he's in the process of doing that, because he does have a house there in, you know, there in Atlanta, where he's originally from, or I should say Ohio, not Atlanta, Ohio, Columbus, Ohio, where he's originally from. So yeah, he's just want to play some good football and do well for his ball club here, and he wants to try to do whatever he can. If it's not on the field there behind Russell, it's special teams. So he's trying to work on stuff for special teams, try to be a better special teams player there, and just help his ball club out any way he can. So you take a look here at the schedule here, and there you see our wins and losses there. The Rams game there, I had to the first time I played, for whatever reason, it just froze on me. So, and I mean, I was losing the game anyway, but I had to restart it and play it again. So that's why you see it a number of times played twice, because my PlayStation, I don't know, it's getting buggy on me. It's just weird here. I don't know. But anyway, I had to go back and play it and start from where I left off at there. So yeah, I went ahead and did that. So that's why I see played it twice there. But yeah, there you see the rest of the schedule there. After this bye week, we have we're going to New York City there. We play against the Giants. And then we got the Texans at home. We got the Redskins at home, which are all late games there, late afternoon games. And then I think we have a Thursday night game against the Cardinals, which is going to be a big game for us. And then we turn around and go Monday night, go prime time. We go against the Falcons at home. That's going to be another game that's going to be really important for us. Of course, we like to get revenge on the 49ers there in week 12. And of course, got the Eagles. And then who else? I think we got Cowboys on this list, and I think who else do I think we have here? Yeah, we got the Jaguars. And of course, like to get revenge on the Rams. So those are some teams that we just want to try to get even with, and of course, we got some pretty good matchups there coming up. Some pretty big, high-profile night games there. But you see the Steelers 4-1, Bengals 3-2. Go ahead and AFC South, Titans there 3-2, along with the Colts, Jaguars 2-3, and then Texans 1-4. As we move along here to the AFC East, Dolphins 4-1, Patriots 4-1. Dolphins 4-0. They have not lost a game yet. Bills 3-2, and the Jets 1-4. Kansas City there with tied right now with the Raiders with 3 and both have 3-2. Broncos 1-3, and the Chargers 1-4. Now we go ahead and go to the NFC East, or excuse me, NFC North. Packers 3-2 along with the Lions. Vikings 1-4, and the Bears 0-5. Right now they're the worst team in the league so far. Have not won a game yet, but still plenty of time to turn their season around. Falcons 3-1, Saints 2-2, Buccaneers 2-2, and also Panthers. They're down the cellar there with a 1-4 start here after 5 weeks. Cowboys 1-4, Eagles 1-4, or 4-1, I should say, 4-1 both for both of them. Giants 3-2, and the Redskins 2-2. As both the Redskins and Cowboys are on their bye week also along with us. Rams 3-2, Cardinals 3-2, we're 2-3, and the 49ers 1-4. So both of those two teams right there in the hunt there, and of course we would like to be in that mix there. So we got to try to win games here, and that all starts here in week 7 as we get ready to take on the 4-2 Giants coming up here. AFC East or NFC East team there representing them, and we'll see if we can do something there. And they're near the Meadowlands there at MetLife Stadium. So that'll be coming up here in the next episode, you guys, episode 7, as we take on the Giants. Jeez, the Giants. I just said the Giants. The Giants in week 7 here on the channel. So if you guys enjoyed this episode, like I said, it wasn't a big episode, it's just a kind of a recap of what we've done so far this season, and just kind of a quick update for you guys of what's going on with Pete and his numbers and all that kind of stuff. But we'll get right back into it. We'll get into week 7. We'll see what we can do against the Giants there for week 7. We've got to get back on the ball here. We've got to get back, got to get a win here to get back at that 500 and springboard from there. Keep going and getting victories coming up here in the next couple of weeks. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, keep yourselves and each other healthy. Follow us on social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. Check us out there. The links are down below in the description. And that is it for this week's episode of Pete Shilo Career Mode here in Madden 18. As always, keep yourselves healthy, like I mention, and I always mention. And I will see you guys next time.